Dobrý deň a vítajte pri ďalšom videu s magazínom Touch IT. Pri mojej nedávnej návšteve Hannoveru som sa zastavil aj na tlačovej konferencii spoločnosti Synology. Táto je u nás známa predovšetkým ako výrobca naozaj kvalitných NAS serverov, ale tento raz predstavila novinky v oblasti mesh zariadení. V krátkosti povedané, mesh zariadenia predstavujú niečo ako vyššiu formu opakovačov, repeaterov, pričom pomocou nich je možné vytvoriť naozaj kvalitnú Wi-Fi sieť pre kanceláriu, ale takisto aj do domácnosti. Ja som v tejto oblasti hovoril s produktovým špecialistom, pánom Wenzelom, a náš rozhovor sa týkal troch oblastí. Prečo spoločnosť Synology vstupuje do oblasti mesh zariadení, aké sú výhody voči konkurencii, a za tretie sme hovorili konkrétne o zariadení, ktoré sa nazýva MR2200ac. Nech sa páči, prinášam časť nášho rozhovoru.
My name is Wenzel. I'm product manager at Synology and I'm responsible for the networking and security department. And of course, today our biggest topic is our new product, the mesh router, the MR2200ac.
Why you are entering to this mesh segment?
Our first router was released about 3 years ago during Computex. And back then many people asked us why Synology was in general entering the networking market, because there were many big players already and the market is very saturated. But we had a different approach on how to give the user a better experience about home Wi-Fi and home networking. And we have, for example, created a brand new interface that is very comparable to our disk station manager, and this is called Synology Router Manager. So with this interface, users that already know our disk stations are very easily able to adopt to our Synology Router Manager in order to keep the complete network safe. We have now our mesh systems as well as our new software that will be released within the release of the mesh router itself. It is called the Synology Router Manager 1.2. And it is the first time that we have an update of the Synology Router Manager with 3 brand new applications. And one of it is Wi-Fi Connect. And this is the application that gives you an overview about all the mesh devices that are within your network. You directly see that your Wi-Fi system is currently healthy. You have the easy option to activate and deactivate the Wi-Fi and the guest Wi-Fi. You see all the Wi-Fi points that you have installed. In green, you see the head router, as well as all the mesh nodes that you have installed. You can just simple click on the plus icon to add more mesh nodes to your network. You see all the transfer rates that the mesh nodes currently generate. And of course you have your Wi-Fi connected devices in your primary as well as in your guest network. And of course, what's very important, you have your Wi-Fi logs where you get all the information, what is currently happening and what happened already within your mesh network. And for example, if you want to have more information about your Wi-Fi points, you can just click on the arrow in the top right corner and it will direct you to the Wi-Fi points in your network, and in here you see all the information that you need. So for example, that your mesh nodes, they are currently connected wirelessly to the head router with an uplink of 5 GHz, and you can also see how many devices, Wi-Fi devices, are connected, and with a single double click you can see all the information about this single device. And of course you can rename the device wherever it is located in your office or at home, and you also see the Wi-Fi clients that are connected to the exact device. So we can activate and deactivate our Wi-Fi, we can activate our guest network. We see our transfer rates that are between each mesh device, so either between our head node or our mesh node. We can see how many devices are currently wirelessly connected to our devices within the primary network or the guest network, and also see the logs of each devices. We also have many new features that are more for our business users. For example, we have a guest network that we can activate where you have the option to have a web portal. So if any guest would connect to your guest Wi-Fi, he will be redirected to the website, for example. Auto password rotation in this case, so you always get a new information as the administrator that the password has changed, so you can print it out for the people using your guest Wi-Fi. Additionally, the second application that we will release with SRM 1.2 will be Safe Access, where you have the option to create filters for websites, for content, as well as filters for time schedules, for example, where you can say that not only each device can be managed, but you can also create user groups or device groups. That means all those devices, for example, that one of your employees uses, all those filters that you will create will be applied to all of his devices. On the other side, since Mesh was very much driven by the Internet of Things, because you have many applications and devices in your network that need to be connected, you can, for example, have one rule for all the IoT devices so that they are not allowed to connect to any other websites than the ones that you desire. So that's a way to keep everything pretty safe within the Synology Router Manager.
Probably the Internet of Things will be the potential risk.
Yes.
In the network era.
That's right. And that's the reason why we also have a third application that we will implement in the Synology Router Manager, which is called Threat Prevention. And this is an IPS engine that detects malicious contents in the packages that you receive from the internet and that you can also send out from your network to the internet. And each package that will be transferred will be checked by the threat prevention application. And if there's any malicious content, the complete package will be dropped. So that's another way to keep your complete home network or your company network safe.
That's been easy user interface, security, and technology for Synology.
That's right. And what we will also do, if you already have a device, a router device from Synology, you know that we also have an app for your smartphone called DS Router. This one will also be updated to meet our mesh features, so you can update or even create a whole mesh network only with your smartphone. So that's one new way to have a very easy management, that you can create the whole network just using your smartphone.
Okay. When will be released this mesh product?
Currently our plan is to release the mesh router with the new Synology Router Manager 1.2 by the end of Q3.
Q3?
Yes.
And do you know what will be the price?
At the moment we don't have an exact price, but we can estimate that the price of this device will be in the same range as devices from other manufacturers that offer such feature sets and such quality.
There will be also on East European markets like Slovak Republic?
Yes, it will also be available in those countries as well, because it is for us at Synology GmbH very easy, because we have our product managers that are fluent in these countries and are working with us in the GmbH that will take care of the launch also in the Eastern European countries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.